I took all of 2 notes.
You took all of 2 notes?
Yeah, and then I stopped taking notes because I was like, this is way too much.
That's really fair. I have plenty of notes to make up for the both of us, so don't even worry.
Fair.
Hey, Maddie.
Hi, Nicholas.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Got Big Brother to get to.
I do. So, welcome everyone to What the Fuck is Happening, the podcast, the spin-off, the bonus, the recap, Drag Race Down Under, recap edition. Right? We're looking a little different this week. We're on Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we haven't done that for this, have we? Or have we?
Oh, we have.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because you've got the background.
Yeah, of course. Makes sense.
I think we did it for episode 2 or something. Anyway, if I seem frantic this episode for this quick 20 minutes, it's because I have to get to my reality TV, which starts soon. So can't miss too much.
Which we all know is very important, considering here we are talking about reality TV.
Exactly, here we are. And that's how. So,
all right, then we best get right into it.
For the first time since week 2, we watched the episode separately.
I know, it was sad.
I know, it was, I mean, it was.
Why did you just lean in really close?
I don't know, I like to get all personal. Because, like, I had no one to side-eye to give looks at, you know?
I know, it's so true. I did text you a lot when I was watching though, because I was like, I can't not talk about this right now, so.
Fair. You didn't really spoil anything.
Oh, that's good. I want to.
I mean, if we're being completely honest, it was pretty predictable.
Fair. Truth.
So even if you did spoil, it would have been fine. Anyway, shall we do it how we usually do it, or should we just kind of talk about it? Stick to?
Yeah, might as well, while you've only got 20 minutes.
Okay, well, we start the episode, like every other episode, with the end of last week's.
Oh yeah, Maxi.
Maxi's gone home. Boo. And they discover that she signs her name with giant tits.
Iconic.
Everything. Excuse my glasses fogging up. It's stuffy in here, but I don't want to turn on the aircon because it's still cold. Anyway, at that moment, because last week it was Scarlett lip syncing against Maxi, right?
Yeah.
And Electra, in the beginning of this episode, was like, I thought you were going to lose that lip sync right until you did the splits. And when I tell you I was living for it.
Honestly, Electra has like slowly gotten more and more bitchy as the season has gone on. Ever since, particularly since she won, it's just been like a really sharp escalation. And this episode was definitely peak. I was like,
yeah,
I don't want to watch her anymore. She's mean.
This is kind of fair. I feel like for the most of the episodes, it's been frustration. She's been mean because of frustration.
Yeah.
And now it's cockiness.
Yeah, and it's like, girl, you had one win, and while it was good, like, you're not... I was going to say she's nothing compared to the other drag queens, but that's not true. She's not nothing, but she's definitely not in the same league, in my opinion.
Go off. So you're telling me if you were on the stage and RuPaul asked who should go home tonight, you would be saying Electra?
Either that, or I'd be saying Scarlett Adams, but that's purely out of spite.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so they all start randomly chanting, yay, we're in the top 4 plus art.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird. That was a little mean, but also, like, at least they're acknowledging how odd it was to be bringing art back. Like, I'm taking these off. Ow! To bringing art back with, like, no explanation.
Yeah, it's really true. I'm hoping that there's going to be some explanation in the finale, but considering that it's not actually like a live recording, or like it's not a live show or whatever, I'm going to have to assume that we will not find answers to that.
I mean, yeah, like, they don't pick the winner. They don't pick the winner until the week a few days before it airs.
Oh, okay.
So they film all 4 of them winning. And then
right,
like 3 days before it airs, Rupaul calls up and she's like, okay, I want this person to win, and that's the one they air.
Weird.
Yeah.
So so do they all not find out until...
Yep, they don't find out until
it airs. That's so weird.
Yeah, usually the production company, like, recently, obviously, it's been Zoom calls, but, there's usually a little watch party that they all attend that they then record their real reactions to winning.
I see.
But it's a weird system, totally.
That is a weird system. I thought they didn't... Don't they usually do a live thing, though? Like, I feel like I remember there being, like, a whole stage and stuff. Or is that just for the American one?
No, it's not live. So they record it the week before.
No, I know it's... Wait, are you saying they record it?
The ones with the audiences?
3 people winning on the stage. Yeah, the ones on the audiences.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
And the audiences have different reactions for... Yeah. It's wild.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
It's a choice.
Okay. Wow.
Anyway, intro scene. We have... this is the moment we find out the Veronicas are going to be on it. Excited?
Yeah. But then they weren't until super late.
This is true, but let me tell you, when I saw the Veronicas and I said, if they don't do Untouched for the lip sync,
I know, right?
I will.
And then they did.
And then they did. I was just, like, they made one good lip sync song choice.
It's true, the only time they've ever followed through.
Yeah, literally. Wig. Anyway, there's no mini challenge this week.
No mini challenge.
It's straight to the Maxi challenge, and the Maxi challenge is a talent show. Yay!
Yeah. I will say, skipping ahead to the talent show, that like,
time is non-linear, and neither are we. So.
Well, firstly, the talents mostly sucked. Scarlett's was actually really good, but
I hate to share
the rest of them was super weird. But I really liked that A, none of them did singing, and B, none of them did the same thing. Like,
that's true. Yeah,
the pole dancing and the dancing, I guess, could be classified the same, but it wasn't. It was completely different vibes. So,
but like, if we're being rude, okay, wait. Let's say what each of the queens decided on for their talent. I've got them written down here.
Okay.
So for the talent show, Ketamine
first.
Well, no, she gets to pick the order.
Yeah.
And there's a whole thing about whether or not she should sabotage it, and I'm like, please sabotage it, and she does. Which
well, kind of.
and Electra sabotage it. Well, only sabotage Scarlett, really.
Yeah.
Which
not even sabotage. They put her just like, it wasn't even that bad. They could have put her first.
I know, but the way that Scarlett was like, I said I wanted to go first. I was like,
I know.
Shut the fuck up.
It's really true. This is not a democracy. She's very clearly in charge here. Anyway.
It's true, and they kept calling it the Sabo, and I'm like, is Sabo shortening sabotage to Sabo? Is that just Australian? Because it sounds Australian.
It does, very much so. Anyway,
ba-dum-bum-bum. What? That was Ketamine. She decides. Oh wait,
she did a magic show.
Yeah, but I can't remember the order. Wait, let me.
No, the person who went first was the one, not Art, the only one who's left now.
The order was Karen, Art Simone, Ketamine, Scarlett, Electra.
Yeah.
But not in that order. Rupaul comes in with Raven from like season 2.
Yeah.
Can't remember. But really cute. And this is when we find out what they're doing.
Yes, kind of.
It took me a long time, but I got back around, okay? So, we find out that Electra is doing modern dance.
Of course.
Which is a choice.
It was a choice.
Not only this, Electra flirts with Raven.
That was too much. I couldn't handle that. I had to look away. I was like, no, please don't make me watch this. I think mostly because it was such bad flirting.
Wow, go off.
Like,
I was living for it.
I was living for it objectively. But, like, I would have been more into it if it was, like, Karen, who I like.
Oh. Okay. Anyway, this is where shit starts to go wrong for me. is Electra saying she's playing the dance. Because honestly, any queen who doesn't do a really high energy talent is gonna lose.
Accurate.
And that's in every season. That's not like controversial to say. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then it's Ketamine, and we find out she's doing magic, which we find out RuPaul hates magic.
Hilarious.
True.
The fact that Keita was still like, yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. Like, props to her.
Balls, yeah.
Balls, truly.
Although, to be honest, she didn't really do magic. She did quick changes.
Yeah, it's true. Which were really cool, to be honest.
It was. So I liked it. Anyway, Scarlett Adams is then doing pole dancing. She hasn't performed it ever, which doesn't mean she's practiced.
No, it's true. She never performed it. And they also made a huge deal about how dangerous it was, which I thought was hilarious.
Literally, I took a note and I was like, take a shot every time she mentions how dangerous it is.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, just really do it. We get it.
Yeah, we don't care. If you're too scared, then you're too scared. Like, move on.
Exactly. And she kept saying she's not performed it before for the dramatics. And I'm like, well, just because you haven't performed it doesn't mean you haven't been practicing for 10 years.
It's really true. Hasn't done it before.
Anyway, next we have Art Simone. And she refuses to say what she's doing.
Yeah, which was hilarious.
Yes, it's very hilarious. She calls it a performance art piece that's a commentary on the media.
I don't know about the media, but definitely consumerism. I think you could probably.
Yeah, true. Anyway, and then we also find out that RuPaul hates eating things like food, which is what Art is actually doing. So really, what's this like? It's 50-50. So far, she's hated 50-50. Half of them, and they haven't even happened yet. Also, just a quick side note. I noticed that every time Art Simone is like doing a one-on-one with RuPaul or whatever, she can't make RuPaul laugh.
It's really true.
And
then she gets really awkward and starts making really weird sex jokes, and it's like, okay, this is not going in the right direction now.
Right?
We're moving further away.
Agreed, completely. And then I'm like, so then if she can't make RuPaul laugh, it's not about like her charisma that RuPaul brought her back. So why did she bring her back if she doesn't like her that much?
Oh, I think her drag is definitely some of the best drag.
I guess, but
personally, like her makeup is just stunning.
Can you
and
like
her
envision
outfits are always
an outcome to this season 1 where Art Simone wins with how well, like, just seeing how she meshes with RuPaul?
I don't really know, but I also don't understand why they brought her back, if not because they thought that she was an amazing drag queen.
And she is. I'm a big fan of her. I think she's great, and she's like one of my favorites to win. I don't know. I'm confused by the dynamic.
It's fair. That's really fair.
Anyway, last we have Karen. And she says she's doing clowning and ballooning. Without an explanation. And they're like, ballooning, like balloon animals? And she doesn't answer. I'm like, okay, this is a lot.
The mystique. Well, and then doesn't RuPaul say, well, they're both like, okay, well, you need to change up your act though, because I do distinctly remember the next day when everyone's like, so Karen, how do you feel? She's like, don't fucking talk to me.
Yeah, and then there's a confessional. Yeah, and then there's a confessional. Yeah. Simone's like, so we kept talking to her.
Yeah, that was funny.
That made me cackle. That was so funny. Okay, so then, we have the normal changing room stuff. There's banter, there's a sub-story, which is actually sad. I didn't really follow it completely, but it was very sad. And then it is, and this is on day of, what do they call it? Challenge day?
Elimination day.
Elimination day. Always focusing on the negative.
Yeah, I know. Can we just go quickly back to that story, because it's Art who's telling the story, and it's actually like super tragic, but Art's accent is so broad. I genuinely can never take a single thing she says seriously. Like every time she says something, I'm like, oh my god, is this a joke? Like I can't tell if she's being serious or not.
Really, really fair.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Anyway, okay, moving on. Elimination Day.
Elimination Day, we find out that the category for the runway is How's Your Headpiece? Which is a fun one. I like this. Is a cool one.
It is.
Anyway, and then we get to the actual talent show. Before we read like shit on them all, I feel like they were given like a minute max.
Yeah, it wasn't very long.
And I feel like anything within that minute is gonna be kind of like rushed or like in Karen's case, just literally tie a balloon and leave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree. They did not have much time, any of them. I don't know if that was a choice or what, but they definitely did not have much time.
Yeah. Anyway. That was Karen's.
Karen.
The sexy look she decided on was a lot.
It was a lot, but I really liked it. She looked really good. Her padding was impeccable.
I agree.
It was very impressive. And she looked amazing. Her outfit, her makeup, her hair, iconic. The whip, iconic. The act itself was actually kind of funny.
It was.
But they were right.
One balloon tie was...
Yeah, it was like, oh, okay, well, if you're doing, like, I can learn how to tie a balloon dog on the internet. If you're going to do it as a talent, you got to at least show me some variety. Yeah. Where's the talent?
Yeah. I thought she was going to do, like, a dog and, like, a flower and then, like, a giant dick or something. that would have been funny, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so next it was Art Simone, and hers was
eating food,
just shoving things in her mouth. I think it was like a comedy bit about acknowledging that she has a big mouth.
Yeah. Yes. Which honestly, like, fucking stupid. And the whole time I was like, oh my God, what am I watching? But also at the same time, I was like, honestly, I love her being like, I don't have any talent, so I'm just doing something. And then she just went for it, and I loved that. Like, the confidence. And she made it pretty funny.
I get. Like, it was definitely funny. I just don't know if I'd call it a talent.
Oh, no, I definitely wouldn't either.
But then...
Well, I couldn't put a whole pie in my mouth or my fist.
Well, actually, yeah, when I say that, I think, people's party trick talents is always, like, putting their fist in their mouth and stuff, so maybe... Anyway,
not a real talent, but like
exactly. Like I wouldn't show it off in my.
It was fun interviews. To watch. Yeah, exactly. But for RuPaul's Drag Race, it kind of fits right in.
Not bad. Ketamine does a little dance, and then she does 3 quick costume changes, which
I think
were
she does
really
4.
Good. 4.
Yeah.
It did take a while to get to the first one, but I don't know if that was enough to get her as much heat as she did. Right?
I agree. I don't think she deserved to be in the bottom, personally.
No. Anyway, and then we had Scarlett Adams. The pole dancing was good. The outfit I didn't like. It was just... It was
definitely way too revealing, particularly considering that she was literally on a pole and flashing her everything to the judges. She was tucked incredibly, I will give her that, but at the same time I was like, I don't really want to see her ass crack.
This is fair. You know? I mean, I don't know if it's too revealing, but I do think it's there was just too much going on.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it was really bondagey, and it's like, this didn't need to be just like straps, you know, like you could have gone, like, why didn't you go for a full
like, it was straps, I guess but they were all really condensed.
Yeah, it was really weird.
I found it weird. Anyway, next we had Electra. The modern dancing was good. It was too low energy.
She did a very good job.
Too low
energy. I was bored watching it. Like, it was very, like, you can tell she's a very good dancer.
Yeah.
But I was like, move on.
Yeah, agreed.
And as everyone pointed out, she was hardly even in drag. She was just in a nasty-ass wig and a boxy dress, and that was it.
The wig was really
bad. The makeup wasn't even there. It was so bad. And at first I was like trying to forgive her for it. I was like, it's okay, she's going for a vibe. But then, no.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Okay, now it's the runway. How's your headpiece? Do you happen to remember them?
Yeah, I think I do. Karen's pink thing was amazing. She looked like she was from a Dr. Seuss movie, and I was vibing.
Karen's was great. It was the pink
yeah
poodle look, which was everything.
Yeah.
So good.
It was everything. And her makeup, as the judges pointed out, was flawless. Oh my god, I was so jealous.
Completely. Next was Simone with the kind of
the cottage core.
the cottage core. Yeah. I thought this was really pretty. I really liked it.
I did too. I would wear that.
Yeah, it was really cute.
It was really nice.
Next was Ketamine with the robot anime look, which I was obsessed with.
So was I. It was so weird, but I was into
so weird. But it was a different take on How's Your Headpiece compared to everyone else, and I appreciated that.
It was. I agree. Those heels as well, the whole like bottom of them, the platform, I was like, Queen, you're gonna break your fucking ankle.
Just waiting.
And then she didn't. She did, basically.
Yeah.
Did a whole lip sync in it and everything.
It was wild. Next was Scarlett Adams with the feather boa, what's the word? Showgirl look.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It was very good.
It was very good, sadly. That was the white one, wasn't it? It was very
like
regal,
whitey pinky.
as they all said. Yeah, like a creamy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very good.
And then lastly was Electroshock with another showgirl look, but her headpiece was a swing, which was really cool.
Which was kind of cool. It was cool.
However, unfortunately, she was doing a showgirl look directly after Scarlett Adams', who was objectively better.
Yeah.
So I think that probably let her down a bit.
I think that the judge, yes, I kind of generally agree. The judges didn't seem to, though. They were all like, oh my god, Electra, wow, we love you.
I guess. But then they put her in the bottom.
That's true.
That's
very true.
Anyway, okay, we're not gonna talk about the judges' critiques because they made no sense anyway. So, my opinion of it is that everyone's runway looks were fantastic. So you have to take that out of the elimination equation completely and focus on the talents. Based on the talents, who would you have put in the bottom two? I would have put Karen and
Electra. Yeah, I probably would have too.
Cool.
Yeah, because at least Karen's was good, but it also relied I mostly liked it because of the outfit.
Yes,
whereas Arts at least was funny. I was vibing with it. It was stupid, but I was vibing.
And the outfit was also fantastic.
Kita's was actually it's true. Kita's objectively was actually quite good. Like I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, same.
Pole dancing was amazing. The dance, good but boring. So
exactly, unfortunately.
Electra and Karen.
I would agree with that. The judges though said what?
Wait, who was the other? It was Electra and who? Kita. Well, I was going to say I think Karen's runway was better than Kita's, but I don't know if that's true. Kita's runway was fucking iconic.
That's why I'm saying completely take the runways out of it because they're all fantastic.
Yeah.
But the judges just put Ketamine up against Electra for the drama of having two people who are close in real life have to lip sync against each other, which is fucked up. Anyway, there was no real iteration of the season that ended up with Electra in the final four.
You're right.
And this is coming from someone who loves Electra, but with the what is it? Rupaul said like episode 4. Oh, we thought this bitch was going to be gone already. You're not going to get into 4.
It's really true. Yeah. It's really true. And I don't think Electra did like with the actual lip sync. They were pretty even. Like Electra obviously was pulling out more moves, but Kita was much more interesting to watch. So, like it wasn't like it was an upset to be sending.
Oh, totally. I think Ketamine's outfit was doing a lot of the work for her.
That's fair.
Which is great.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, so then we have the whole who do you think should go home and why? Spoiler alert, everyone says Electra. Electra says Art Simone. No shocks there. Still dramatic, but no shocks there.
Yeah.
And then
I was actually kind of surprised that Kita said Electra. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think that she would. Just because of the personal connection. See, I would have thought she would have said Scarlett or maybe even Art.
Yeah. I probably would have said Art Simone just because she missed an episode. That's the easy option.
Yeah, I personally would too. I mean, Electra definitely did deserve to go home, but I probably would have been much more bitter about Art being there because, like, she was eliminated. She had a chance, you know, theoretically.
Agreed. Although the judging was whack the entire season, so who knows what actual judging would have looked like. Anyway.
That's really true.
Then we have the Untucked Backstage with the Veronicas. They have a little chat.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with the fact that the Veronicas immediately went in for the kill and were like, who's in the top, who's in the bottom, who sucks, who's a fucking asshole.
That was so funny. That was hilarious. Honestly, us if we were ever on there.
And that's that on that. They also give the advice that if in doubt, do a slut drop. And I'm like, wow, I'm living. This is what I needed in my life. Slut drop is
the best advice ever.
Not only the best word, but it's also an iconic dance move.
It's true.
And that's that on that. And also, is slut drop like an Australian slang thing? I think it might be. Like, I think calling it a slut drop. Anyway, we should call this episode Slut Drop.
Okay.
Anyway, we then have the elimination. I guess Scarlett Adams wins, no surprise. And the bottom two, Electra and Ketamine, they battle it out. Kidda wins. Electra goes home. Electra's very gracious about it, which I was delighted by.
Surprised, yeah. Well, yeah, that too.
Well, it was just so wholesome.
Well, until her like backstage interview, her leaving interview, she said one thing there that I was like, oh, I'm probably gonna get that one on the inside. I don't remember what it was though.
Was it that she said when she was walking off the runway, she was like she like hit on Rupaul, which is funny as fuck. Electra's so horny and I stand. And also, the lip sync song was Untouched, and I did absolutely almost cry when it came on.
That was iconic.
Best song of all time, no debate.
Truly, no debate.
No criticism. It's just that.
You know, the Veronicas were at the State of Origin last Wednesday, and they played that song, which was iconic of them.
And everyone was like, wow, it's so gracious of the Veronicas to let a local football team play a game at one of their concerts.
Iconic.
So we have a final four, Scarlett Adams, Ketamine, Simone, and Karen from Finance. And we see a preview of next week's episode, which is another featuring song.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I was gagged by. I was shook by that.
Yeah, same.
Because that's like my
favorite. It's like they run out of challenges.
Well, yeah, but it's also just my favorite. I love watching them come up with it and then perform it and shit. But anyway.
That's really fair. I do love a song challenge.
Before we wrap up, we have our final four. I would like to hear who you want to win and who you think will win. Is that too... Do you want me to go first?
I don't want Scarlett to win.
That wasn't the question.
I'm eliminating them. I'm getting rid of them. I'm not necessarily sure Keita deserves to win. Like, her drag is really good, but I don't think it's the best.
Wait, I want to interrupt quickly.
Okay.
We need to keep in mind, Scarlett Adams won 3 main challenges, which is almost half of them. Karen from Finance won 1 challenge, Ketamine won 1 challenge, and Art Simone won nothing. Continue.
Ew. Yeah, okay. I would probably have either Karen or Art win. I think that's like my opinion. That's who I would want to win. I think
that's Karen's...
I think Karen's drag is probably objectively better, but it's much more like one note, whereas Art's is really, really interesting and it's also fantastic. So I think I would probably want Art to win, realistically.
Yeah.
I think Scarlett Adams is going to win.
Interesting. The one I want to win is Ketamine. I think She's got great drag. I think she's interesting. I think she's pretty
Fair.
versatile.
Yeah.
She was only in the bottom once.
Fair.
She actually won a challenge, and that's that on that. I think who will win is probably Art Simone or Karen from Finance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just because I'm like, they have the two biggest followings outside of Drag Race, so I'm like,
yeah,
production and like marketing wise, it's probably smartest to go with the queen who has the most Instagram followers and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm rooting for Ketamine the most, and I will say, every time there's a finale on all of the Drag Race main accounts, they tweet out like and retweet if you're hashtag team this person, team this person, team this person.
Yeah.
I went and had a look, and Ketamine has the most.
Oh.
Ketamine's the favorite to win. And then it's Simone and Karen have a pretty even par, and then Scarlett Adams has like less than 50 likes. And all of the comments are just racist.
Iconic.
So I will say there's no universe in which Scarlett Adams will win.
I've heard
the backlash would be too intense, rightfully so. But yeah.
Yeah, fair.
I think it'll probably be Karen or Art. Even though I want it to be Peter.
I mean, it would probably make the most sense for it to be them.
It would. I bet, yeah. I think those three will deserve it anyway, so it's fine.
It's really true. That's very true.
I feel sad they only win $30,000.
Fair. At least they get a year's supply of makeup, and that's probably worth way more than $30,000.
This is true. Anyway, I don't think we have an Australian word of the week, slang word of the week, do we?
I don't think so. They said right up the guts again, but aside from that,
I don't know what that means.
I can't really think of anything. Yeah, I got nothing.
I guess we could say that Aussie, 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 oi, 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 which is what they do on the main stage, is like, it's just a regular Australian chant that's, right? Like a national thing?
Yeah, I feel like, honestly, that's way more of a thing that like international people think that we do rather than something that we actually do. We do it, particularly on like Australia Day, but outside of that, it's fairly unheard of, in my opinion, at least in my circles.
I would agree. Anyway, looking forward to the finale next week.
Yeah, for sure. For shizzle.
Also, from what I've heard from behind the scenes wise, it seems like it's done well enough for season 2.
Keen.
Yeah. And it seems like Rupaul and Michelle want to still be judges. So.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. However, I will say this hopefully means that they'll get a better set.
Oh God, I hope so. Hopefully they'll actually do it in Australia.
There's nothing wrong with the set. Maybe my better question should be they have more prep time for staging and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oof, they needed it.
Thanks, Mads, for joining for a quick.
Thanks for having me.
I mean, it's ours. I didn't have you.
That's true. That's accurate.
Anyway, what are your socials quickly?
Lady Alice 101, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Oof. What are the pods?
The pods are WTFIH Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. And if you want to follow me on Twitter or TikTok, it's NIC_sushi, and that's that on that. We probably won't be back with normal episodes until Drag Race is done, because life is busy at the moment.
Truth.
But yeah, we look forward to being able to talk about the finale and then getting back to normal pop culture stuff.
Yeet.
Thanks everyone for watching and listening to WTFIH the podcast. That's not what it's called. It's called What the Fuck Is Happening the podcast. The Drag Race Down Under recap spin-off bonus prequel sequel episode.
For your entertainment. Farewell.
Bye.
Bye.